Hey, okay, if you struggle to put on size and your metabolism is through the roof and you burn up absolutely everything that you eat, I'm going to do a quick video and explain to you some extra tips for hard gainers. Earlier on today, I was chatting to a guy in the gym who was telling me how fast his metabolism is. His maintenance calories is like 3,500 calories a day just to stay the same weight, and he's trying to gain. And I also had a message on Facebook, somebody asking about my hard gainer episode of the podcast. So if you haven't listened to that, definitely listen to that because the feedback's been incredible for anyone with a fast metabolism. But I'm going to give a couple of extra tips now just to kind of give you a bit more of a rounded thing on what to do if you struggle to put on size as a hard gainer. So there's two traditional types of hard gainers. One is the person that increases their calories and gets fatter on their stomach, but they don't seem to put on any size. That's normally from dirty bulking and not using clean calories, not spacing your meals, and not having everything appropriate. And that a lot of people fall into that bracket. And then you've got your traditional hard gainer, which is the people that have a rip-roaring metabolism. So if you eat a lot of simple sugars, carbohydrates, it's like throwing paper onto a burning fire. Your body just burns it straight up. And we all know those people that can eat anything they want and just don't put on any weight, which is great for people that want to stay lean. But if you're trying to pack on size or put on muscle, it's not the best way to have your metabolism. But there are hacks you can do. The guy I was talking to earlier, it's funny, he talked to me through that he was eating a tub of Ben & Jerry's every second day. And I've worked with people in my online program who were doing something similar. They're like, I can't put on any size. I'm eating 1,000 calories of ice cream every day. When you eat simple sugars like that and you've got a fast metabolism and you're high, because normally people with faster metabolisms, there's a great book by Phil Lerney, he's in one book, talks about people that have a higher level of cortisol naturally. It's why your metabolism is so fast. And what happens when you eat simple sugars is if you throw paper onto a burning fire, that's what's happening. It's just burning straight up. So what you need to do is you need to effectively try and slow down the amount at which your metabolism burns through calories. So making sure you're eating plenty of fats is going to be the absolute key for you. So in my online program, I have a lean bulk version where I work with hard gainers, and it's one of my recipe shakes is in the podcast episode. It's on my Instagram with carbohydrates, fats, and protein. But another way of hacking it that I did with a guy that came through my last program was, because he was struggling to eat his meals, he was a hard gainer but also had a very low appetite. So what he was doing was mixing olive oil, MCT oil, coconut oil, and flaxseed oil and hemp oil with a protein shake, blending it all together and then drinking that, twice a day with his meals. So adding organic stevia to that and a chocolate protein tends to take away a lot of the taste, but that was like a 1,200 calorie drink that he was able to add to his meals, and it bumped up his calories like nearly 2,500 on top of his meals. So it moved his maintenance where he was eating 3,000 normally to up to 5,500 calories, and he started to add size for the first time ever. So that, or the weight gaining shake with the natural peanut butter, the oats, and the protein that I put on the podcast episode, they're two little hacks that you can do to get your calories up high. Make sure also that you've got your training on point and you're not doing too much volume in your sessions. I like working for tension and things like that with my hard gainers as well, but you want to make sure you're doing a lower rep range. You're working in that 6 to 8 rep range, maybe 10, but that's the max you're going, and you're reducing back your cardio because you don't need your output and your calories to be going towards repair from cardio. You want them to go towards repair the muscle so that you've got enough amino acids, enough calories, so that metabolism slows down and you're actually able to repair the muscle from each workout, as opposed to having the output too high where you're burning more calories through training. And so hopefully this video helps. If you know any hard gainers, or if you're a hard gainer or any of your friends are hard gainers and struggling to put on size, tag them below for sure. And if you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And on Facebook, I'll be replying to comments for the next 24 hours.